Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As a core time of 1:52 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum country $2,194, down about 6.29% so far. With respect to over crypto market and the equity market, we are bright red today. With respect to the negative CPI report that came out early this morning, driving more intensification across the market sell-off that we've been enduring for the last, I would say, couple weeks, months so far. For Ethereum selling down from the $3,581.92 now all the way down to currently heading to earlier today as the lowest level, $2,122.76 level. And with respect to overall macro momentum, we're still leading down. Obviously, inflationary pressure with the 10-year bond yields spiking, and also with respect to the oil prices kind of fluctuating, and at the same time the VIX, which is the volatility index, hiking as well, collectively obviously indicating that the market psychology is relatively negative across the entire market. And when you see more negativity driven by direct micro affectation around some shakiness or some well manipulations around crypto, aka Luna, which we see clearly down about 90%. Seems like there's some liquidation events between Terra Foundation on this Bitcoin liquidation recently, driving sell-off with the drag effects leading the whole entire market to be selling off, right? And also with respect to the equity side as well, a lot of stocks are projecting lower guidance from management team, but also from Wall Street expectation and economists, and also missing on their recent reports on earnings as well, driving more additional negative elements. And then some other secondary or supplementary elements as well is with respect to COVID cases spiking all over again, which in the tri-state region in New York, it seems like the cases are back into back in the day on around the Omicron period. I would say like 4 or 5 months ago, and obviously with respect to the war in Ukraine and Russia, that's still up in the air right now. Collectively, a lot of negative pressure, right? So we could see clearly we broke through the trends across the spectrum, and right now we're basically trading completely deviated from the standard deviation of the trends. And when you break the trends alongside with Bitcoin breaking a critical resistance level with negative momentum and just negative macro and micro affectation driving the sell-off that we're seeing right now. So let's just dive into technical without wasting more time. Right now we are above the 2150, which is the next technical level. You could see that clearly we immediately bought up, try to get back up right now. But because of the negative pressure across the market, there's a lack of propensity to go back up, knowing the fact that we're forming this like upside down W shape, if you may, trying to go down back to 2150. If you break 2150, cracking 2000, you're heading to basically 1995, and then the next level to 1860, all the way to the last level of the 1750 as the next respective levels, right? But I think with respect to what makes sense logically, we are already extremely oversold. Remember that, right? We are having a large separation on MACD, so eventually you'll need to kind of cross back up as you get more optimistic affectation. And obviously with all of these negative news, it doesn't help the case, and investors are trading like in this herd, like sheep herd like mentality as well. So like we just kind of have to hold on because the psychology is negative right now. It's only until we can shift the needle psychologically on driving it go back up. But is it a good logical time to DCA? Right? I would say yes, because of the fact that we are oversold in all spectrum, right? And we are at a discount right now. So if you have no cash reserve, just hold on tight, right? Because you might see more pain coming. But if you have some cash, I think it's logical to dollar cost a little bit, right? With respect to the 30% cash reserve that you've always allocated to be DCAing it, right? So with respect to Bitcoin, down about 4%, where you could see that it clearly broke below 30,500. The next level we will go down to will be technically somewhere around the 28,800, which we got bought up immediately. And right now, what's the momentum looking like? We're still bearish, right? We formed this W shape clearly with large separation, but you could see it. We immediately got bought up as you got closer to the 28,800. Previously, you got bought up, and right now we're try to get back up onto the horse. But the momentum is still relatively negative, right? So you still need to be patient about this. Allow for the psychology to reverse back up shortly, right? Respect to Ethereum Classic, you could see that anywhere from basically current level down to still logical DCA in terms of, Ethereum Classic is basically falling through the entire market dynamic as well. So where are we right now? We are basically at a previous bottoms that we were forming way back around April last year. So basically giving everything up from 1 year ago, Dogecoin, pretty much the same. We're selling down to like all the flat numbers right now. We're basically testing back to where we were before back in April again. So selling back down all the way to April with the 27 out of 70 at the moment. Cardano's giving up, so we're forming new bottoms, right? 55, 50, 45, 40, all the flat numbers from here. Solana's now about 30% right now. You can see that clearly we're bouncing from the resistance level of 49, right? So right now we're at the 51, clearly because it's the resistance level. But we got to 45, which is a flat number. We got bought up immediately because of the extreme oversold level as we got down to all the way to 15 out of 70 at one point. Respect to XRP, down about 20%. We're trading at the levels that we have not tested for quite some time, ever since back in February, all the way till November 2 years ago. So we are just giving up because of the drag effects that we're seeing from the Luna incident that's driving all the altcoins to be flying off the cliff today. Respect to Polkadot, it's down about 25%. We're trading at the flat numbers right now. So $9, $8, $7 with the 18 out of 70 right now. So it seems like people are giving up on altcoin collectively. Algorand's flying off the cliff as well. We are forming new lows, right? It seems like no one has made any gains so far. Everybody's losing it right now because people are giving up on altcoins. So we're trading on flat numbers right now, 45, 40, 35 from here. Shiba Inu is we broke 1400 as well. That's crazy. Seems like people really giving up on this one. So with respect to what levels now, 2100 would be the first level we broke through, so we broke through that. 1400 is the level we break through second, so we broke through that as well. The last level will be 900, right? Breaking the 4-digit barrier from here. With respect to MATIC, down about 21%, flat numbers as well. So 70, 60. So the next level we should ideally go down to will be somewhere around 62 as a bottom, and that's where we were before, but got bought up because it was extremely submerged by that point. AVAX down about 30%. We're trading on basically flat numbers right now, 30, 25, 20, etc., etc. Luna is still giving up. Is it a good time to buy this? I was told, asked by people, is it a good time to buy this? I know we dipped down all the way to 65 cents. We up right now, technically. But it's a lot of funkiness going on, and this scares the hell out of me, right? You were at what? Last month, right? You were around $110 at one point. You were at 65 cents at one point today. That's crazy. You know what I'm trying to say? This is obviously a death of an asset, so I would not really chase in because the risk is not in your favor. It's not trading on technicals anymore, nor on fundamental anymore, so definitely be careful about this one. Alright, so thank you so much for dropping by again. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and also comment on the section below. Let me know if you have any questions, and this is definitely some scary stuff that we're seeing. Yeah, appreciate you for dropping by, but stay strong, do not panic, and let's get through this together. We all in this together. All right, appreciate you. Take care. Bye.